Hello, welcome to.
You already screwed you.
Hello, I'm Brody.
And I'm Ethan, and,
And
welcome
welcome
to
to
Don't Tell Noah. We're gonna get things cracking. We're gonna talk about our process for setting this up. This is our first official episode. We've had one practice run so far, pretty rocky, but we're going. We got our lighting set up, everything set up, pretty low budget. Anybody can do it. We're doing it. Let's get started talking about. Well, let's talk about movies.
All right, what kind of movies?
Oh, geez, what's the most recent movie you've watched?
Most recent movie I've watched. That's a tough question. I think.
Not big on movies.
I don't watch movies too often. I don't think.
Sheer opposite then.
Well, what was the movie you last watched?
Last movie I watched. One that comes to mind wasn't the last one I watched. Or no, the last movie I watched was "Singing in the Rain." You know that?
I don't. Tell me about it.
You know the song though?
Yeah.
So it's like a musical movie. It was pretty good. Not my favorite, but I feel like sometimes it's like it does. You do good to like go back and watch classics.
When did you watch that?
Oh man. Friday morning.
What were you doing watching that on a Friday morning?
Because I have a discussion at 8 a.m. and the dude who comes in has to drive an hour to the discussion every morning. He's just like a TA, so he doesn't like, he looks like he's barely alive. So I can just dick around a little bit on my phone.
So you watched that during discussion?
Started it during the discussion. Okay. The discussion lasted only about 25 minutes, and then I just drove home.
So that's your only class that day?
Yeah.
So how long are you in school on Fridays?
On average, at this point.
What time do you leave your house, and what time do you get back to your house?
Leave the house at like 7:15, and then I'm usually home like 9 o'clock, give or take 5 minutes.
9 a.m.?
Yeah.
It's a pretty easy
pretty
Friday.
It's really good because like I don't like waking up that early because like I become more of a morning person after I started going to school, but it's like being able to be done and say you're through with all your responsibilities by 9 o'clock is a really nice thing. Like
yeah.
I don't like having to wake up early or like thinking I have to wake up early, but it's like I'm up early and I feel like I am way more able to seize the day. Because whereas on the weekends, if I was up at like 11 a.m., I'm just like, all right, well, it's going to be the afternoon in 2 hours. And like realistically, 2 hours after you start your day, it should just be the late morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate waking up early. I hate waking up, but once I have woken up early, I'm
grateful for the fact that I actually decided to wake up.
And that's same with me when last semester when I had an 8 a.m. every day.
That's fucking disgusting. I don't even know why. Did your advisor tell you to do that, or did you do that?
Yeah, my advisor had me do that. He really didn't even let me choose my schedule for the first semester.
That's obnoxious.
He was kind of like, yeah, this is kind of what you should do.
It definitely helps to have somebody around who can be like, no, don't listen to them. Just do this.
He was also like, don't change anything. Email me if you have questions, and then we might be able to change something.
Don't change anything. Do exactly what I told you. It just defeats the purpose of having the freedom to choose stuff in college.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it worked out.
Take the path set out for you that I set for you. I feel like advisors, it's just where like comm students must go. Like, I don't know. What else do you do with comm? Like, seriously. Like, I guess
disagree.
You could move to psychiatry. Maybe?
I think that's a good major though, because I feel like you could use that like on your resume for any job.
No, that's true. Only issue is like, I feel like people are starting to catch on that comm majors are just like, oh, these are just the people who decided they're gonna drink every Friday night. It's like it's a good widespread. I feel like a better major would just be like a liberal arts. But is that not the same thing? Is that the same thing? I don't know what liberal arts really is. I feel like everybody who went to college has a liberal arts major.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't worry, it's water. But yeah, I've never found advisors to be very helpful at all.
I, no, even when I was transferring, I went to my advisor and he's like, "Nah, all you got to do to transfer is don't fill out any classes for next semester. You don't even." And he said you don't need to withdraw or anything. And then
What about the tuition they're expecting
yeah,
you to pay?
so then I emailed the or I doxed myself. And then I emailed the college, and we can also cut. So
Maybe I'll just maybe I'll trim the audio out and I'll put in like a bleep.
you could,
That would be
but we can just cut. Like even my advisor at my first college when I was transferring, he was like, "You don't have to withdraw or anything. Just don't fill out any classes." And then I emailed the board, and they were like, "Yeah, you have to withdraw, or else you'll be charged."
They just don't know what the fuck they're talking
No, I
about.
don't know. And also, I when I first had my meeting with him, I scheduled a meeting. I don't remember what time, but I scheduled a meeting, and I got there like 10 minutes early, maybe. Right? I don't
Mhm.
think that's ridiculous. And I was looking for his door, and the building was confusing, but I found his door, and it was cracked open. Right? So I did like a little knock, and then I like pushed the door open, and he was sitting there on his computer with a student, and he was like turned looking at me. He's like, "If the door is shut, let it be shut." And
Fucking
I was
prick.
like, "Okay." And
Prick.
so I went and I sat down, and I was 10 minutes early. I don't think that's crazy. And then
It's not that crazy.
I waited, and then he came out. He's like, "All right, you can come in." And then I was done in like less than 10 minutes with him. He didn't help me at all. Yeah, no, I've never heard a story of a good advisor. That's not true though. I did hear one person who is like, I talk to my advisor all the time, even after college.
They'd be
I
the first.
send them emails and they respond to me and talk about my job applications but besides that, no, that's it.
The best they could be is like a fucking yes man. I don't see them being helpful for anything else. That's another thing though, is I wonder if those people just go right from college back to college. Like, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're like a research student or a grad student and you're like using the school like like Yale New Haven Health or whatever.
Mhm.
They have students go right to being doctors, and people will go there and they'll be doctors for their whole life because it's like a prestigious med school.
Mm-hmm.
And or I guess they do law, but whatever. It's just like I won't say that, but it's just like people can just go there and make a career for themselves. But it's like I felt bad, like because I was an art major for half a week, and this guy was there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I went to UConn, and I've been here since I graduated." Dude looks like he's 45, and I'm like, "You really wouldn't want to move at all? Like, you don't want to try for something more? Like, you can't just like you're just kind of like, I feel like you're just kind of sticking yourself here. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't move at all. Like, he just came here at 18 and he stayed till he's like middle aged. Like, how do you not? I feel like that's a little too complacent."
Yeah, I mean, I guess it. I don't know. He could have already had like a house here or a apartment. He could have already lived here though.
But sometimes people don't travel either.
well,
Like I don't know. Like, you don't want to do something more. You don't want something else. Like, is that just me, or does that seem kind of lazy?
I don't know.
Like, you won't bounce around. Like, I feel like you should be looking for more experience than like, oh, this place is good and I like it, so we'll just stick here for the next 30 fucking years.
Yeah, I mean, as far
I guess
as
if you enjoy it, that's good, but like, you don't want anything else. Like, you can't, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, some people get like either, I don't want to say the word lucky, but lucky, and they kind of are in a good position quickly.
They don't want to lose it.
Right. Like it's no
Mhm.
point like risking it. But like, no, as far as I think, I don't know. Are you talking about like traveling? Like,
No,
as
not
in,
necessarily just but like, I mean that too. But I mostly just mean like trying their hand at different jobs.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, some people like expect to like work their way up the chain too, right? They want to stay, and then they kind of, um, you know, uh, build on in the same company. Um, so that aspect, I suppose, I understand it, but
Mm. Yeah. I feel bad for people who kind of get reduced to just like that's just their best bet is that all they can really do is they have like a low paying job and it's just like, well, you can either stay here or maybe work your way up the chain, maybe become like a manager from a clerk. I feel like that's not terribly common, but like I feel like if you weren't gonna go to school or you weren't gonna do like entrepreneurship, it's kind of hard to not take that route.
well, you could have a trade.
Oh well, yeah, that too. Okay, well, besides that,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I don't know, it's just kind of like rough. You know what I think? You know what I think? Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, how the hell do you become a train conductor? Like, I actually don't know. Like, you don't go to school for that. There's no like train conducting
How much does
101.
train conducting pay?
I'm
you
pretty
think?
sure it's decent. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like 60,000 a year or something like that.
Where'd you hear that?
I don't know. I don't. I just like sticks with me. It just sticks with me. I don't know actually how much it is, but I think it's like not bad at all. And you need a thorough amount of training. Like, I'm pretty sure you need
Well,
about
I'm
as
sure,
much.
and you have a lot of responsibility as a train conductor. Like,
I
if you
guess, but
fuck
what do you
up,
do? You move it forward or back? Like,
no,
like,
but I mean, you have a lot of like,
I guess you need to know how
there's
to
a lot
do
of risk, is what I mean. Like there's a lot of, if you make an error, it's probably a big error, an expensive error.
Pretty bad because the only time there's accidents with trains is if two people are fighting and somebody falls in the tracks. Like, I've never
No.
heard of another time where it's like, it's the conductor's fault. The conductor fucked up really bad this time. I've never heard someone say that.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily crashing. Whereas like, they gotta like.
Well, of course you're not going to crash a train. It's on tracks.
Well, you said trains crashing.
No, did I?
Yes. I mean, but like, there's a lot of times where trains have to like go back and forth to like offload pieces and like switch tracks and have their trains
I guess
separate.
I'm thinking just resident. I'm just thinking like New York subway in my head, I guess.
I guess.
'Cause then it's
I
just,
figured
like-
you meant more like like transporting goods train. But
Oh, well,
like
that's a
there,
little more
if you
to
make
it,
an
'cause I guess,
error,
yeah.
there you've got, it's a big expensive error probably.
I'm curious if like back in like the 1800s when trains were getting popular, like how they have to switch the train track direction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think would they just like stop the train and get out and move it, or do you think somebody was like there?
No, I think there's probably someone there. Probably their
What a
job. Like,
boring existence.
well, they're like hired. Like, all right, at this time you have to go switch this over.
There's 5 people in one track and there's one on the other. What do you choose?
What do I choose?
Yeah, what do you choose? Let's go there.
Do I know any of the people?
No. They're all shouting, saying, "Please switch it."
I'd probably switch it. Wait, it's going to kill.
It's going to hit 5 people if you do
Right,
nothing.
I know
if you
the-
switch it, you hit one. and that's it.
Yeah, I'd probably switch it.
Yeah, I'd switch it too. Okay, let's put it this way.
Or I'll have I'll go and I'll interview each of them one by one. I'll go set up and I'll
about this.
I'll interview each one by one, and then I'll leave them in the tracks and I'll go to the next person, and then once I decide that, then I'll
One
rationalize
baby
it.
or 5 10-year-olds.
To kill.
No, 1 10-year-old or 5 babies.
To kill.
Yeah,
1 10-year-old or 5 babies.
yeah.
Like newborns.
Like infants. They're like, they're like 3 months old. They can just.
Probably 1 10-year-old.
Why is that?
I don't think their age has anything to do with it.
Okay, one.
1 10-year-old.
1 10-year-old boy or 1 10-year-old girl.
Probably. Which one am I gonna kill?
Yeah.
And are we on the train,
Well,
or
you'll pick the one
am I
that
like
can vote.
shooting? Am I like killing this person or am I moving the track?
You're bad.
Is this still the train scenario?
Yeah, except
Okay.
it's just one or one.
I didn't know if you
It's
just
really just your.
right.
There's
I
no
didn't know if you-
majority
yeah,
choice.
I
it's
didn't know
just-
if you were asking me which one would I kill, like what, like I'll shoot, dead.
You have one bullet. You need to choose.
I guess a better question would be, 1 10-year-old kid or 5 60-year-olds.
Okay, yeah, I was actually just thinking. Yeah, okay. We'll say 3 seniors or 1 12-year-old.
That's no different than my question. That
Well,
you've
it's
changed the
alright.
number of seniors. That's
Okay,
it.
5. Okay, no,
No, that
30
is my question.
seniors
30 seniors.
or 10 children.
I'm gonna kill the
scale the same.
I'm gonna kill the 10 children.
I don't know. That's actually kind of harder to justify because it's like those 30 people have lived their lives. That's
Okay,
10
listen,
people who are
listen,
yet to grow.
Listen, 1 10-year-old or 5 60-year-olds.
This is the question.
That's the question.
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
How old are these seniors? Did you
Like
say
I said,
60?
60 years
okay,
old.
I couldn't remember what you said. Okay. That's actually a little bit harder. I'm going to say cut out the 10-year-old because,
Cut them out?
get rid of them.
I thought you were like freeing them of their bonds on the tracks.
Well, that's a good option if it were one. I guess because like the 10-year-old, yes, has time to grow and change, but like I feel like you have better odds at the seniors being helpful in some way as opposed to the one person. Because like, what if that one person just turns out to be like a shit, and they're just like a douchebag, and they don't do much, or they just like work at like a shell for their whole life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. What would you do then?
I would just kill the 10-year-old.
Yeah. Okay.
I would just. Yeah, I would kill the 10-year-old. What?
No.
What?
I'm not saying it.
What?
I
Well,
can't
now you
say-
have to
No,
say
I
it.
can't say it.
Why not?
Okay. That's a stupid. An arborist or a pharmacist?
Pharmacist.
Why a pharmacist?
I don't know.
Fauci or Biden?
What would you choose?
Cut the trolley in two. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I would choose. Well, going back to the arborist pharmacist, I would choose. Choose the arborist. Let's go back to movies.
Okay.
I'm getting tired of this trolley
So
problem.
how was Singing in the Rain?
It was all right. I thought it. Yeah, that was good. You know what movie I watched recently that I. You know what Leon the Professional is?
I don't.
Watched that recently. It's okay. It was. I looked at. I kind of gauge what I'm gonna watch based off like Rotten Tomatoes. I'm a little guilty of that. And it had got like an 80 or something on Rotten Tomatoes, and it wasn't that good. It was really weird. It was like this 12-year-old girl, who's like. She said she was 18 in the movie, but it was not. It wasn't true, I think. And she's like really into this assassin, because like her family like had a bunch of dope in their house, and then like I don't know if it was the police or the mob. It's just the fact that I can't even tell you. It was too like everything was kind of unclear, and then it got like weird because she was like trying to like fuck on the assassin, and it was just weird. I just didn't like it. It was very bizarre, and the action was mid. I don't know.
How old is it?
I think it was like from 2000 or like 1999. It was not. It didn't. It looked newer than it was,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. The camera quality was just good. But you know what's a lot better than that is The Matrix. No question, Matrix is probably the best action movie ever made.
I don't think so.
What do you think is?
Best action movie? Like
Best action, maybe best action plot. That's what I think.
but like my
Matrix is.
favorite or best like actually the best.
Well, it's my favorite and the best. So there's no bias. It just is the best.
um you think it's The Matrix?
I think it's the Matrix. I don't know what else it would be, to be honest. Maybe it's Jumanji with The Rock. That one, right?
Jumanji?
You better not do another one.
Jumanji?
Horrible movie.
Jumanji?
Yeah. It's a horrible
Wasn't that
movie.
bad.
It wasn't very good.
It was not bad.
What's your favorite action movie?
Well, I really like the Fast and Furious movies.
They got like more and more.
They got more and more
retarded as
ridiculous.
time went on.
Yeah, I don't know if you can say retarded.
Ludacris went to the moon in that one. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I don't know.
The first one was good because at least, like, I'm not like a big car guy, but at least it had a solid theme. Like, it was like crime and cars and street racing.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one was, I didn't actually watch the second one, but I know people really liked Tokyo Drift. Is that what it was? Or no,
What
the
number?
third one was Tokyo Drift, right? I know people really
think
liked
so.
that one, but I feel like after that, it was just like, it went from like cars, street racing, and crime to just like, oh, the mob's after Don whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Don speed racing, Italian,
The family.
the family. It's just got stupid. Like and then but by like movie 6, it was like they are just like neck deep in a crime syndicate, and it's like there's no cars anymore. It's just shooting. Yeah, I just lost. It lost all its
And
charm.
when I think it was The Rock. I don't know if it was. It was.
Oh,
either
it was The Rock and Jason Statham, right?
Yeah, I don't know which one it was, but
It was Hobbs and Shaw.
well, yeah.
That was number 7, right? Or
I'm not.
It was between 7 and 8, I think.
But I don't know if it was The Rock or Jason, but one of them had a chain and he's pulling down the helicopter.
That was The Rock.
The Rock is
Yes.
pulling down the helicopter. The helicopter could pick him up no problem. There's no way he's strong enough
It's The
to.
Rock. I heard in his contract before he signs a contract to go in a movie, one of the conditions is his character cannot be beaten.
I
Or
heard
his character
that
can't
too.
lose.
I heard that too. Although I don't know if that's still in his contract, but I heard that too.
Probably not, because he does lose in the Smashing Machine. That
Mhm.
was a good movie. I liked that
I
movie.
didn't watch it yet. I want to.
It was the only movie by him I've ever liked. I liked him in it. Like, it was actually
I
good.
didn't even recognize
His
him
wife
at
was
first.
also smoking in that movie. I don't remember. It might have been. It was. Shit. What was her name? It wasn't Emma Stone, I don't think. It might have been. I can't remember. But I don't remember seeing her in anything else. But I knew her I knew the actress's name, and she was smoking. But yeah, I don't really like him in anything else. I didn't like him in Jumanji, obviously. I don't like Kevin Hart at all. Never thought he was funny. I just don't understand the hype behind him.
Well, he's short. So
Oh, that's right.
the funny
He's
part.
short. Short and he talks fast. Yeah, that's the best thing. It's the speed at which he discusses with people, like anything. I just don't like any of those people. I just don't like blockbusters, really. Like, I don't mean to sound contrarian, but I've never really cared for blockbusters.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked the Avengers movies much. I never liked. I don't know. Do you call John Wick a blockbuster? I kind of like the first movie.
Yeah,
It's kind of.
I would.
It's kind of a. It's like a teetering on the line between.
I watched Beekeeper not too long ago. Have you seen that?
Is that? What is that?
It's John Wick, but with different characters. It's so this guy who's a former assassin keeps bees now, and he shares a property with like this old lady, and they kill the old lady, and he comes out of retirement, and then he kills the people that killed him, and then all the other assassins are then hired to kill him. like a big notification goes out, and they're all
Yeah,
like,
that's
"Whoa!"
literally just
I
John
know,
Wick.
I know.
When did it come out?
I've, I don't know, probably like like 2018, maybe.
Hmm. You know what movie's
It's
really
not
good?
too new, but
Not
it's
an action movie.
what?
Have you seen There Will Be Blood?
No.
It's probably my favorite movie. It might be my
Is it?
favorite movie. Yeah, it's just
What's
so
it about?
good. It's it's this guy who I remember starting it and I was like really bored and confused. It's this dude who's like he's like a miner, like self-made oil man, like owns oil derricks, and he's like um he just like has his he makes his own fortune because he's like mining and he I don't know gets like minerals and he sells it and he has enough to start an oil derrick and then he starts making money and he's just like a viciously ambitious oil magnate and he just like he's honestly like horrible but I don't know because it's a Daniel Day-Lewis, right, the actor. You
Yeah.
may know the name at least.
Uh-huh.
He's really good. That's his character. He plays the main character. He's a really good job, and it's like I kind of see it a little bit the same way as No Country for Old Men. How like it's really like the character like Anton. He's the bad hair guy. It's like really serious, and you really like him as that character. But at the same time, afterwards, it's like you appreciate it for how serious it is, but it's also like really funny for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's kind of similar to that. Like it's just a really great character.
Like in Whiplash.
Yeah, like it's not funny when you're watching it and you're
Uh-huh.
like, damn, like wow, like they're doing a really good job, but it's also like serious. But then you look back and you just can't help but think about what it's like for the last father fucking time. Like it's funny, but like when you watch it, it's not. But you appreciate it for two reasons, I guess. Like I kind of see it the same way as that. But it's also the guy who played the Riddler in Batman,
Which Batman?
the newest one, the one with Robert Pattinson or whatever. It's like really like gothy almost.
Yeah.
He plays the Riddler. He's got the glasses. And he looks like a little
Yeah,
peon.
yeah.
He plays the antagonist in the movie. He's like this young guy who's trying to run a church, and he like asks the main character Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Hey, you can build this oil derrick on my land because I know there's a reserve, but I want a little bit of money for my church because he's like he's not a cult, but it's like a weird Christian church." And he's like, the guy's like, no, fuck you, you're a pussy, pretty much. And then he just bitches him throughout the whole movie. And it's really good. Like I don't know, it's almost hard for me to describe the plot because it's not like the plot is bad. The plot's great, but it's like the acting is what really makes it really good. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a great movie. I don't know. You kind of just have to watch it.
What's it called?
There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood.
There's a little bit. It's not a lot. It's like there's some. It's not like I was expecting it to be like extraordinarily violent purely because of the name, honestly, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I think I watched that in my study hall senior year because I had those study halls like mid morning. I would just watch movies in. I'm pretty sure I watched it in there. I also watched the NWA movie.
Oh, I thought that was your One Piece class.
No, I watched One Piece in. Oh, what was it? Personal finance.
How quick did you catch up? How long did it take you to catch up?
It took me a year to catch up from when I started. I remember I'd watched it like a long time ago when I was first starting to watch anime, and I was like, "Oh, this is retarded. I don't get the hype." And then I watched it again. I watched the first episode again, and I was like, "Okay, I'll actually sit through the whole first episode this time." And I did. And I was like, I actually like kind of like that. Like it had like a charm to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kept watching it, and I was like, "Yeah, this fucking absolutely like slaps. Like it's so good." And then I just kept watching it in that class because it was. I didn't even read the notes in the class. I didn't like it. Sometimes now I'll like turn something on, like to watch while I'm doing notes in a like big lecture. But like I wasn't even copying notes. I was just like both hands on the desk watching the screen of my phone. because the quizzes you could either just like it was just either open note or you could just use your common sense. It was so stupid. It was just like, well, if you want to
No,
save
yeah,
money, if you want to save money, should you cut out your money, your income when it goes to your house bills or fast food?
No,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, I wonder.
I've taken classes with him.
Yeah. I mean, I like him because the class is so easy. You don't need to do anything. But, like, yeah. And then I would go right from that class to homeroom.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
it
then
was like,
watch movies.
no, I just keep watching One Piece at the
Oh,
time.
okay.
No. But the senior year, I was caught up. I think I was like just catching up junior year. I think I finished catching up junior year because I remember watching like episode 1000 on the ski bus junior year because I remember you guys weren't there, but it was just me on the bus and I was going to be meeting Trent there. So I was like, well, there's nobody on the bus. I'm just going to keep watching One Piece. So I was enough time to watch like 3 episodes to and from. Actually, no, so 6 total. And just the commute to the mountain. So yeah, I was kind of plowing through that show. I think there was a time where I was averaging like maybe like up to 4 or 5 episodes a day.
Yeah, that's kind of. How are you doing any work?
Well, I would do the work at home and I would watch like 2 episodes during the school day, watch 2 episodes at home while I was working out, and maybe 1 or 2 before bed. But I would like when I was on Marineford, which is like about halfway through the show, I would just be in the basement working out, and I'd have the TV just playing it, and I would just be watching it. My rests were way too long between sets because of that.
I think I came up with an answer for your question. Does Pirates of the Caribbean count as an action movie?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think those.
No,
are.
actually, it's historical. It's a historical fiction.
That's my favorite historical fiction action movies. I don't know which one. I maybe
watched the first
Davy Jones,
one.
but
I never watched the one with the tentacle face guy. Is that Davy Jones?
Yeah,
I never watched that one.
I watched them all. They were I liked them a lot. That's probably my second favorite collection of movies, which is second
Behind
only
Fast
to
and Furious.
no Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I never watched Lord of the Rings. I know people say that the first one, the Return of the Kings, or that's not the first one, is it?
His first one released is different from like canonical. Like
That's kind of annoying when that.
Well, yeah. Well, they made the Lord of the Rings and then they made the Hobbit like as a prequel.
Oh.
Which it's like it's not like it's different from Star Wars where it's like this one is like a different like story. Like it really is more different than Star Wars' prequels, but
Like, is it just like a different setting? Like,
no, same setting but it's like mostly I don't want to say different characters because it's not different characters, but there are mostly different characters, and it's kind of like it's like the Lord of the Rings is like all right, Lord of the Rings is story A, and one of the characters in story A goes here. He's writing a book, and the book is The Hobbit, and it's like his backstory.
Oh. That's really confusing.
Yeah, and even in Lord of the Rings, it's he's not even like, well, he is. I guess I'm talking strictly about the movies here, not the books, but he's not like very prevalent in the Lord of the Rings movies. His nephew is, or yeah, I think his nephew.
But I started that movie, the first Lord of the Rings, whichever one was first, like when it came out. Yeah, I started it. I think I just didn't finish it because sometimes I have a hard time like if I haven't heard something about a movie, or I'm like sometimes I'll be really looking forward to watching a movie. Like I had that recently with this movie. I'll talk about that in a second. But I'll like start a movie and I'm like, oh wait, how long is this? And it's like, oh, you've got 2 hours and 50 minutes remaining. I'm like, you can get the hell out of here with that. I don't have the time. I don't have the patience for
I'm
that.
the opposite.
Certainly I have the time, but I don't have the patience. Like I was that same way with Apocalypse Now. I still haven't seen it because I started it because somebody was like, oh, watch it. It's good. and I started it, and it was like there's just 3 hours and 15 minutes long. I was like, there's not a fucking
Yeah,
chance, dude.
I'm the opposite. I watched all the Lord of the Rings extended editions, and when we were
How
watching
long are
them,
they?
depends, but they're like 3 hour, like it. They're different, but
What's the
each between.
extended edition? Just more stuff for the story, or is it just like
I don't know exactly.
just drawn on?
It's I think just actually I
Have you ever seen the non-extended?
so one time I saw the non-extended by accident because I was watching them all in order.
Oh, and then you were like, well,
and then
that's
we
not good
watched
enough.
one. No. I was watching them all in all the extended editions, and then or director's cut, whatever they are.
Uh-huh.
And then one of them I finished. I'm like, that seemed like short, and it was like only an hour. So then I checked, and then it wasn't the extended director's cut. So then I had to watch it like a second time in a row.
Yeah, I have a hard time watching those movies. Like, if I'm not, well, because I imagine at least you were looking forward to watching those movies, right? Or did you actually just see it and you're like, oh, we can watch Lord of the Rings?
No, yeah, I was looking forward to watching them.
Yeah, that's different. Like, oh, what did I watch that was really long? I guess Blade Runner was pretty long, and I was like, oh, I really want to watch that, like the newer one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really overhyped. Have you seen it?
Nope.
I think it's really overhyped. I think the best part about it is the vibe, and that's what people glorify the most. And I understand it because it's really cool setting, really cool, like, I guess, use of colors. It just is really cool visually.
Mm-hmm.
But the plot is not weird. It's not bad either. It's just kind of like, it's just kind of drab. Like, the plot is very, like, I don't know. I feel like if I watched the original Blade Runner, it would have been better. Or if they just made the original Blade Runner plot into a newer one, like remastered it. I don't like remastered movies at all, but I think that one would be good, just with better like technical visuals.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I also just thought like, I don't dislike Ryan Gosling. He's the main character in the new Blade Runner. He was just like really fucking boring. Like it was supposed to be an android who, he starts to like question his humanity kind of after seeing like other robots that went off the grid,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of live their own lives and they like believe in love and miracles. And he just kind of sees all that and he's supposed to be gaining humanity. He just looks totally blasé through the whole movie. I don't know if that's the point, but if that's the point, then it's just dumb. Like you figure he would go from blasé, monotone attitude to like, whoa, this is amazing. Or he's like more animated or something, and he's just like nothing fucking changes. He just like ends up being just animated enough to fight this woman and kill her because she's, I don't know, trying to take that from him, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I don't know, it's just like they could have gone about it in a better way. And if that was the intent, was to make him boring through the whole movie, it was dumb. I don't know. Like I guess it was because he was sad because I don't know. It was just like it just lacked some spice at the end. I feel like. Yeah, I don't know. I also didn't like. I don't like Harrison Ford at all. Or maybe in Indiana Jones, but like, they had him in the movie because he played the original main character in the old Blade Runner, and they brought him back to play the same guy, and he just like actually seems like. If you took some guy who lived in the middle of New Mexico and just threw him in a movie while he was on like crack, but he was also calm. Like he just doesn't, it's like he doesn't know where the fuck he is. They just told him what to say. He's just like a horrible actor now, I think. He was fine as Han Solo. He was fine as Indiana Jones. He just sucks now. He's just like, he's just terrible. Like I wouldn't doubt if somebody told me he had like a degenerative mind disease. But oh yeah, movie I was looking forward to was this one called Perfect Days. That was one I watched earlier last week. I think I watched it on like maybe like Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But it was like this dude who lives a very like mundane life. He's just like a janitor in Tokyo, and he doesn't really have anything. He just kind of like has his own little apartment. He drives to work every morning. He's got his mixtapes that he listens to music on. He reads books. He takes pictures of trees, and he's like totally happy with it, and he just like likes his life anyways, and he's happy with everything. And it was really slow for a while because it was just showing his daily routine. It was basically the first hour was just him getting up, watering his little plants, and cleaning toilets. As a whole first hour with very little other things. But then it like shows his niece runs away from home and goes to him, just to stay with him for like a few days. And then she's just kind of surprised because he just like doesn't really do anything, I guess. And then her parents come and get her, and she's like, his sister, like the main character's sister,
Sure.
is like, you're actually a janitor. You're actually just cleaning toilets, and you don't like, and he doesn't come around at all because you have to just kind of assume he just has had a hard life prior, and now he's like, just kind of disassociated from everything, and it's just like, it was like a really sad moment, but nothing is even said, and they just like leave. It sounds dumb, but it was really, I don't know, it was good, and I'd never seen the actor in anything else, oh, except for one movie. But and then it's just like the last cut of the movie, he's like bouncing between like crying and smiling. It was, I don't know, it's just a really good movie, and I really like the ending too. And I looked for a post credit scene because I was like, wait, it's ended here? Like there's nothing else. And it was like the post credits thing was like, it was like this term from, it was like a Japanese term for, I don't remember what it was. It was like the moment when tree leaves move in such a way that it creates a shadow on the ground. And it was like the point is that it only lasts for a split second, and then it never happens like that again. And that's what he was, and he's like taking pictures of that the whole time throughout the movie. And I don't know, just something about that I really liked. I just liked how it concluded everything. But I really liked the movie. But I think it also helped I was looking forward to it, because if I just found that randomly and I watched an hour of a guy cleaning toilets and getting up at 6 a.m. every morning, I'd be like, what the hell am I actually watching? Like,
Yeah.
it definitely helps your opinion.
How long was it, the movie?
I think it was like just shy of 2 hours. It's like an hour 40, I think.
I don't know. I like when a movie's long because I feel like if I'm looking and I'm like, oh, I've still got 2 hours on this movie, then I feel like it feels less rushed, and I feel like it's more like immersive, if you know what I mean. Like knowing the movie's gonna end like in an hour, like I feel like I kind of like it's already concluded at that point. You know what I mean? Like there's only 30 minutes left of the movie. I know it's going to end in 30 minutes.
Right. I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it kind of helps that way if you watch something in theaters. But then again, nobody's really making movies worth seeing in theaters anymore. Like,
No.
movies are kind of shitting the bed now.
Oh, for sure.
Though surprisingly, that movie, Perfect Days, was made in 2023, which, considering the quality, I'm surprised, because I don't think movies have been really, really good consistently. Like, most movies from a period were good since like the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, there's good movies sprinkled in, like in the 2010s. Like, you got Whiplash. Lord of the Rings movies are from the late 2000s, I think, right?
I don't know. They're different. I'd have to. I don't know.
I thought one of them was from like 2009 or something.
Yeah, well, they made them for a while though.
Oh,
but yeah.
How many are there? 4? Isn't there like 4? 3 or 4?
Lord of the Rings, I think there's like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. And then The Hobbit, there's only one, I'm guessing. Is there 2 Hobbits?
I honestly don't remember. Like, I know the plots of them all, but because I watched them in order, I kind of forgot like which is what part of which movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just kind of like they kind of blended together.
Yeah.
Because I watched them all, but
yeah. I don't really have that issue, but I guess I don't really watch movies back to back. I tried.
It happened to me with Toy Story. I have no idea the plot of Toy Story, because I don't know how how many movies. There's 4.
I think
5
they're coming
now?
out with. Either 6 or 7 soon.
I don't know how there's this many different ones.
They're milking it.
I
Have you ever seen Quentin Tarantino talking about the Toy Story movies?
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I thought the third one was magnificent. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Mhm.
And he's like, they ended it so perfectly. I refuse to watch number 4.
Yeah, I don't. To me, they are just one movie. Like I don't know how there's like I feel like Woody has Andy,
I'm just not a big fan of
and then they get Buzz.
series of movies, I feel like. Well, it's got to be a really good setting or a really good narrative for it to be worth a series.
Like the Lord of the Rings and the Pirates
but
of the
like
Caribbean.
the Secret Life of Pets,
that's different.
that doesn't
that's
fucking deserve.
It's different when you
more than
have a
one.
sequel because there's more of the story to tell versus you're
Yeah,
making a sequel
because it's
to tell
it's
a
in
story,
demand.
like just to make another story
Yeah.
about the same characters. Like the Lord of the Rings, it's also based on books, so it's
right.
different.
In
But
Star Wars,
so
although I
like
didn't like Star Wars after they brought in that like freelance stormtrooper and the chick
I haven't watched them like
and
properly.
Kylo Ren.
I'd have to watch them properly to know. I feel like I wouldn't mind it, but I want to watch
The only problem there is like they started to cater to the audience because like they were like, oh well, Han Solo, the guy who plays Han Solo, Harrison Ford, they were like, oh he like basically demanded to die, and then the woman who played Princess Leia died of a heart attack, so they had to cut her out or write her out. I guess that's not appealing to the audience, but it's just like they kind of they can't really blame what's
There's
her
not much
face
you
for
could
having a heart
do, but,
attack
like,
or like, oh she
I
had a
know
heart
what you mean.
attack,
I know
like
what you mean.
we gotta cancel all the movies. But
I want to start watching Game of Thrones. I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
parents are watching that right now.
Are they?
It's hard to watch at the same time as them.
Why?
A lot of fucking,
Oh.
lots of fucking, and it's like it seems like it'd be really cool, especially if you like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
it feels almost like a blend between medieval and Nordic kind of shit, and it
Mhm.
seems cool. And you know, people speak so highly of it, like it can't be bad. But I don't know. I just don't like that kind of theme enough.
Yeah, and there's also House of Dragons.
Yeah, that's like the spin-off.
It's
Or not. It's not. It's like a secondary
a
narrative
prequel, like way
yeah.
before, I think.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I might watch that first, just to kind of like, I don't know, because I mean, if it comes first, I know their stories are not connected enough to warrant it. Like with The Hobbit, you know,
You could.
it works into the Lord of the Rings,
Mhm.
whereas I think House
like
of
watching Star Wars from episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I think like House of Dragon is more like
It's just
completely
like a different-
different. It's way earlier. It's just the same.
Yeah. What
world,
something
same.
did that recently? It was like a show, and it was like
Game of Thrones.
no, it
They
wasn't.
came
Game
out
of
with
Thrones.
House of Dragons.
Oh yeah, that may be what I'm thinking of. No, it was some. It was some show, and it was like a different time, same universe. I don't remember. I want to say it was. It wasn't One Piece. I don't know why I'm thinking it's One Piece. It's not. I thought it was a show. Maybe it was a movie. Can't remember. It's something, but I don't remember.
Animated.
No, I don't remember. It's like I can't think of it. I just can't think of it. I don't know. But
Yeah. Anyways, I'm thinking about doing that because I think also I don't know how Game of Thrones is long. I don't know how long.
Game of Thrones is like 6 seasons, I think.
I don't know how long House of Dragons is.
Heard the ending for Game of Thrones is like up there for the worst.
Is House of Dragons is a series, correct?
Yeah, it's another show.
Yeah.
I think it's shorter though.
I think it is too. That's why I thought I would start with House of Dragons just so I could finish it. That way I don't know. But
Yeah, it seems like it's interesting. It seems like there's almost like an unnecessary amount of sex. Like it's like every other scene starts with 2 people fucking. They're like busy fucking, and it's like, oh, hey, Your Majesty, I know you're like eating box, but somebody just got their head cut off over here.
all right, Ethan, come on, come watch Game of Thrones with Mom and Pop.
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing to watch. with people, but like I feel like that's another thing. Like like there's nothing wrong with including like sex or violence in a movie, but to have one or the other be senseless and you're just putting it in because it's something you could do is
Mm-hmm.
stupid. Like I guess violence is easier to be stylized than fucking, because how do you stylize sex? Unless, like, actually, no, there is no unless. I just don't know how you can do that. Like, I know, like, violence is stylized, like, in, like, Kill Bill. Like, they have people get their head cut off, there's blood spraying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess that's kind of stylized. It's easier to say that's cool. Like, you can say, oh, violence is cool, but you can't be like, yeah, sex in movies makes me horny. And it's like, that's it. Like, you're just like,
not as socially
you're like,
acceptable.
yeah, it's like you're talking to somebody like, oh, what kind of movies do you like? I'm like, oh, I like the violent ones, honestly. Like, it's a little weird, but I think it's kind of cool sometimes. Or like, you integrate it into something. But somebody's like, oh, do you like 50 Shades of Grey? You're like, yeah, it made me really horny. Like, you're not just gonna like say that. Like, that's really weird.
My favorite actors had sex, and those are the kind of movies I like to watch.
It's just weird. Like, you don't just pull some shit like that. Like I feel like if you're gonna put that in a movie, there needs to be a point. Like, you're like, oh, the main, like, yeah, they're having sex, but it's like, oh, they're cheating, and this is gonna create a conflict.
Yeah,
later
no,
on.
I don't understand it when it's just not story
Like
related.
do you remember the book The Giver? And that kid just has a wet dream for no reason.
Yeah.
Like that's so weird. Like, you didn't need to do
Well,
that.
I think it was important. I do not remember the book well enough to be talking on
that's
it, but
one.
I think
Weirdly
it
enough,
was
that's one thing I
important
remember.
because if I remember correctly, wasn't it because he stopped taking his medication and it's to show that the medication was suppressing everyone's
I guess
feelings?
so, but at the time it was weird because we asked, like, remember people asked the teacher, they're like, hey, why did this kid have a wet dream? He's like, I don't know. Like, he actually said that, and we are like, dude, what are you showing us?
But yeah, isn't it because he stopped taking his medicine and that's what started like him? The medicine was suppressing their feelings.
No, but I thought it was
emotions,
before he started doing that.
Stopped taking his medicine.
I'm pretty sure it was like just before, or like he.
Maybe was it like he that's to show he's reached maturity to the point where he should be taking his suppressant medicine now. I don't know. I don't remember the book, but
I don't remember the book that well. Yeah, but I remember that being very weird. We were like, why are you showing us this book?
I don't even think I really read it.
I read it and I thought it was okay.
I don't think I finished it. I don't know. Cause he sees like the apple, right? Right?
The apple?
Isn't an apple important? Tell me
Oh,
more
for
about it.
color?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't
And
remember an apple,
then-
but I remember him getting color back.
And then he's like throwing the apple. And then Yeah.
Fuck the apple.
no, he's like I think he's playing like catch with the apple. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I didn't read the book, but
Oh, well.
and then he goes to like the guy, and then he starts getting the memories, right?
Yeah.
And then that's it. I don't remember what happens after that. Like, I guess he becomes the.
Pretty sure people got upset with him for it for some reason.
Oh, and you know what
feel
I
like
remember?
there was like euthanasia.
He
in
had
the
to go
book.
into like a bathhouse with like this girl he had a crush on, and like she was like washing this old guy.
Oh. Then they were like, "Hey, I need to euthanize this guy tomorrow, and I don't wanna." Or I think that was something in it. It was something. There was like euthanasia.
I don't
of
know
somebody
why-
in the book.
That's the only part I remember. I remember the apple. I remember him like reading, like doing his like job, which is like getting the memories. And I remember him going into the bathhouse with the girl he had a crush on to like wash an old guy.
I do actually vaguely remember that.
I don't know why I remember that. That's it. That's all I remember.
Yeah. That's a weird fucking book. Yeah. I didn't like. I don't think I've ever really liked a book that we read for any class in
Holes
school.
was good.
Oh,
That was
I
a
like
long time ago.
Holes.
But
I liked the movie. The movie was so great. I just like really liked how it was like, oh, dry, but like, oh, there's mystery afoot. Here's a cool backstory, and then now everything's good, and now it's summer, and they're all friends. I don't know. I just like it's very. It's kind of like a stereotypical, but I just really liked it.
I just liked seeing him become someone of importance, like seeing him go from the guy to caveman.
Yeah.
And like when they're climbing.
I liked when they're climbing and they have to eat.
Yeah, you literally
onions.
just said that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know. I was just like, yeah,
You-
when they were climbing. And there was this book we read in senior year. We had to read it over the summer, called The Invisible Man. It wasn't the one where the guy's actually invisible. It was like a black guy in Harlem. And it was like weird. It wasn't actually like I actually kind of liked it, considering it was like a civil rights book. But like it wasn't bad. It was just like
I don't remember that
it was,
at all.
well, yeah, because you weren't in. It was an AP.
Oh, okay.
Dumbass. Yeah. But it was okay. Like, you know what book's really bad? Frankenstein. Frankenstein blows ass. Terrible book. Can't believe it's remembered. Not good at all. Yeah, I mean, it's just dumb. Yeah. There was like just, I don't know. It was just dumb. I don't know. That's it. Maybe it's just my opinion, but I just thought it was dumb. Read the book, got it, got everything. It was dumb. That was it. I just didn't like it. I like mob movies sometimes too. Like Godfather is really good. You never seen
I've
any
never
of those?
seen Godfather.
Godfather's one I think everybody should watch at least once. It's kind of long,
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna ask.
but I want to say it's like 2.5, maybe just over 2, I think,
Mm-hmm.
hours. It's pretty good. We can call it here.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't need to cut that out.
That?
Yeah, we don't need to cut that out. Well, we're sitting at how much footage? Enough?
Probably.
Probably
What-
enough.
what are we-
I don't really know. when
Cut
we
this out.
started.
But what are we doing to end this?
Yeah, we didn't really talk about that.
I think screen black, and then an argument happening.
Yeah, we can conclude there.
I will say, speaking about cutting, because cut this out probably. You really made it look like those were shots. You
I didn't
may
really,
have to
I didn't really
change
think of that. Oh, I'm not gonna change it. I'm just like
Well, you may have to like edit that out.
edit what out?
Like edit it, like saying something to quench the thirst.
What do you want me to do? Cut the audio?
I don't know, but
Ugh. I guess I didn't really. I thought of that halfway through, and I was like, oh well, I know it's water.
yeah.
It's like I was like, well, I guess that's not obvious.
And then you were like, don't worry, just water. And that look, you
Whatever.
actually made it look like
I know I did because it's so small. It's hard not to.
I know.
I need to get a like. I should have just used my water bottle over there, or just
It's a good
got
idea,
a
but like,
bottle of water.
you know what? I think I like the Dixie cup like shtick, but
I mean, it's fine.
I think we would need to have like a jug of water, like the blue one, and then get the Dixie cup and then drink it. I think we should
like,
do that.
Like a dispenser, you pull out like a little, like a triangle cone full of water, like an office.
Yeah, like
would
the
fucking
blue. Can we
suck.
do that?
That would suck ass.
How would that suck?
I hate drinking out of those. There's no ergonomic way to hold it.
no-
You have to like
no,
hold
you go like
it,
this, and you
hold
go-
it in like a ring in your hands, like one of those chemistry socket things, and you like sip. It just. I
Well,
hate
no,
going-
you use Dixie cup.
Well, you just said we should use the cone.
We use Dixie cups, but we have the jug.
That's just like also another expense. I don't want to. I don't.
Okay,
wanna
I was
buy
just
a
saying.
jug.
I was just saying a way we
Just
could
get
make
a
it
bottle
work
of
better.
Water.
Yes, I was just saying if you wanted to keep the shtick, I don't know what we're gonna do to make them not sound like shots. All right, that is episode 1. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And don't tell Noah.
Don't know.
I think we should do that again because you're literally burping in the middle of that.
Okay, hang on. I have to burp again.
All right. And thank you. And
Oh, excuse me.
thank you
Thank you for tuning in to episode
to
1
episode 1
of
Don't Tell Noah.
Ooh.